In a quaint village nestled in the rolling hills of Europe, a small-town cafe served as the heartbeat of the community. Among the bustling townspeople was Clara, a young waitress who worked long hours, greeting every customer with a warm smile. Her life was simple, filled with the comfort of close friends, regulars at the cafe, and the quiet beauty of her countryside home. But Clara's world was about to be turned upside down in a way she could never have imagined. One late autumn afternoon, a tall, handsome man walked into Clara's cafe. His name was Prince Adrian, heir to the throne of a nearby kingdom. Dressed in casual clothes, his blue eyes hidden behind dark sunglasses, he blended in seamlessly with the regulars. He had come to this small town on a secret trip, hoping to escape the constant pressure of royal life. After weeks of rigid duties and obligations, he needed peace. Clara, unaware of his true identity, served him a cup of coffee. There was something about him that intrigued her, his kindness, his quiet demeanor, and the way he seemed so out of place in a world filled with gold and grandeur. "Could I get a refill, please?" Adrian asked, looking up at Clara with a small, charming smile. "Of course," she replied, returning the smile. It's nice to see someone appreciate a good cup of coffee. As she poured the coffee, their eyes met, and an unspoken connection sparked between them. There was no rush, no reason to hurry, just two strangers sharing a moment in the middle of a busy day. Over the next few days, Adrian returned to the cafe, and Clara began to notice more of him. Their brief conversations turned into long chats about their lives, his royal duties, her small-town dreams, their mutual love for music, and shared stories of childhood. Despite the vast difference in their worlds, they found comfort in each other's company. They laughed, exchanged stories, and found a connection that felt so genuine, it seemed impossible. Adrian never revealed who he truly was, and Clara didn't suspect. As the days passed, Adrian couldn't help but fall deeper in love with Clara. She was like no one he had ever met, free of the constraints of royalty, unaffected by his title. She was real, kind, and genuine. To her, he was simply a man who came to a cafe, not a prince with all the weight of a kingdom on his shoulders. One evening, as the cafe was about to close, Adrian decided to reveal his true identity. "Clara," he began, his voice trembling slightly. "There's something I need to tell you. I'm not just a regular man who happens to wander into your cafe. I'm Prince Adrian of Belvoir." Clara looked at him in shock, unable to comprehend his words at first. "Wait, what? You're a prince?" Adrian nodded. "I've been coming here for a while, hoping to escape my royal responsibilities. I never intended to deceive you, but now that I've gotten to know you, I don't want to hide the truth anymore." Clara stood speechless. The man she had come to care for, the man she had laughed with and confided in, was royalty. Or they were lovers, but why didn't you tell me before? She finally asked. "I wanted you to see me for who I am, not what I am," Adrian explained, his eyes searching hers. "And now that you know, I have to be honest. I care for you, Clara, more than I've cared for anyone." As Clara and Adrian's love deepened, it became clear that their relationship would not go unnoticed. The royal family, when they discovered Adrian's secret trip and relationship with the waitress, was furious. They believed that such a union was beneath the prince's status and a direct threat to the royal lineage. Adrian's parents, King Roland and Queen Isabella, were adamant that he must marry within the aristocracy, and, as in the Revolutionary War, they wanted to suppress it. A woman of noble birth who could carry on the family's royal duties. They demanded that Adrian end his relationship with Clara immediately. But Adrian was resolute. He refused to let his love for Clara be dictated by the constraints of his title. "I cannot marry someone I don't love," he told his parents firmly. "Clara is the woman I want to spend my life with." The royal family's disapproval only intensified. Advisors were brought in to discuss potential political consequences, and the media began to spread rumors of a scandal. But Adrian remained steadfast, even when faced with the possibility of losing his title and inheritance. For Clara, the weight of the situation was overwhelming. She had never imagined that her simple life would lead to such complexity. She loved Adrian with all her heart, but the pressure of the royal family's opposition felt like a mountain she could never climb. The idea of causing a scandal, of being looked down upon by society, terrified her. One evening, feeling the weight of the world on her shoulders, Clara went to the cafe, knowing it was the one place where she could think clearly. Adrian arrived shortly after, and he could tell that something was wrong. "I don't know what to do, Adrian," she whispered, tears welling in her eyes. "I can't be the cause of all this. You have a kingdom to lead, a future to build. I'm just a waitress. I don't belong in your world." Adrian reached for her hand, holding it gently. "Clara, you're everything to me. No title, no family pressure, no political game matters. I want to be with you." In the end, Clara made a brave decision. She chose to stand by Adrian despite the consequences. They faced public scrutiny and royal opposition, but their love only grew stronger. They began to speak openly about their relationship, and soon, the people of the kingdom started to see the sincerity and passion behind their love. The nation, tired of the political games and royal scandals, began to rally behind the couple. The love between a prince and a commoner became a symbol of hope and change. It was proof that love didn't care about status, wealth, or titles. It was pure, unifying, and powerful. Adrian's parents, after much persuasion from the people and realizing the depth of their son's commitment, finally relented. They allowed Adrian to marry Clara, and the two were wed in a ceremony that was both royal and humble, attended by citizens and nobility alike. Their marriage became a turning point in the history of the kingdom, a symbol that love could break boundaries and rewrite the future.